What if the reason your heart beats faster for some people and not for others is not chance, but destiny written in the sky? What if the stars themselves whispered secrets about your love, guiding you toward the souls meant to awaken your fire? Tonight, we are stepping into that mystery together, uncovering which signs of the zodiac hold the sacred key to the Aries heart in love. Do not look away, because what you are about to hear may shift the way you see every connection you have ever had. Aries, your journey begins at the very beginning of the zodiac, for you are the first spark, the primal flame, the pioneer of existence. You are ruled by Mars, the planet of drive, passion, and warlike energy. And because of this, your soul carries an eternal fire that is both beautiful and dangerous. You are the moment of sunrise that breaks through the night, the rushing of water after the dam is lifted, the force that declares, "I am here, I am alive, and I am unstoppable." This is why Aries often finds love, not as a gentle river, but as a roaring waterfall. You do not enter romance lightly. You dive, you leap, you consume, and are consumed. You long for a love that feels like destiny, a love that can stand beside your flame without trying to extinguish it, a love that dares to rise to your level of intensity. You want someone who sees not only your fire but your soul, someone who will not fear your boldness but will meet it with devotion. Because Aries is the warrior, your love is fierce and demanding. You will not accept half-hearted affection, nor will you settle for a life where passion is missing. And yet, beneath the armor, there is a vulnerability, a childlike purity, a longing for someone to see the innocence hidden in your fire. To love as an Aries is to burn brightly, but also to ache deeply. It is a paradox, and only certain souls can step into this sacred paradox with you. And so we must ask, who are the signs that can truly stand with Aries in love? Who are the ones strong enough to embrace the flame and tender enough to see the soul inside it? Who are the partners destined by the cosmos to become more than lovers, but fellow warriors, visionaries, and healers in your journey? That is what we will discover as we walk together through the wisdom of the stars. Before we unveil these sacred unions, pause for a moment and honor yourself. If you are Aries, or if your spirit has ever been touched by an Aries, write in the comments, "I am fire, I am love, I am eternal." The very first sign that stands in divine harmony with Aries in the sacred path of love is Leo. Imagine two flames meeting, not to destroy one another, but to illuminate the world together. This connection is fire meeting fire, strength meeting strength, radiance recognizing radiance. Aries, when you lock eyes with Leo, it is as if you have discovered someone who finally speaks the same language of passion that you have carried since the moment of your birth. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun never hides. It shines boldly, proudly, and endlessly, much like your own fiery heart, Aries. Together, you and Leo create a love that cannot be ignored. It is dramatic, magnetic, and unforgettable. There is laughter, there is heat, and there is a shared hunger for adventure. Both of you crave not only affection, but also the thrill of being alive. You are not satisfied with ordinary. You both want extraordinary. And when you come together, you create exactly that. Yet, this union is not just about fire and glory. Leo brings to Aries something deeper, something often overlooked. Leo's warmth is more than pride. It is loyalty. Beneath the drama, beneath the brilliance, Leo carries a royal heart that seeks a partner to stand beside them as an equal. And Aries, this is where you rise to meet them. You show Leo that love is not only about being adored, but also about charging into life's battles side by side. You remind Leo that passion is even more powerful when it is shared. Of course, there will be moments of tension. Two leaders in one space can create sparks of rivalry. Aries wants to move fast, to leap without hesitation, while Leo desires recognition, respect, and devotion. But rather than tearing you apart, these sparks often ignite the flame of passion all over again. Disagreements turn into energy, energy turns into intimacy, and intimacy reignites the endless fire between you. What others may see as conflict, you and Leo understand as passion transformed into strength. Together, Aries and Leo form a bond that feels like a royal decree written in the stars. It is a partnership filled with courage, vitality, and a deep, unshakable sense of destiny. Where Aries brings the warrior's courage, Leo brings the ruler's vision. Where Aries brings spontaneity, Leo brings loyalty. It is not a quiet love, nor is it a small one. It is grand, fiery, and unforgettable. A union that others look upon and say, "That is what love looks like when it is alive." The second sign that carries a deep and magnetic compatibility with Aries is Sagittarius. When Aries meets Sagittarius, it is as if the universe suddenly opens a map full of endless roads, adventures, and sacred horizons. There is no hesitation between these two, no fear of stepping into the unknown. Instead, there is laughter, there is boldness, and there is a shared fire that hungers for life in its purest and most unrestrained form. Aries, with Sagittarius you feel that love can be both wild and wise, both playful and deeply transformative. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the great expander of the cosmos, the planet that blesses everything it touches with abundance, optimism, and higher truth. When Aries and Sagittarius come together, the relationship carries the energy of growth and exploration. Aries, your natural courage finds a partner in Sagittarius's thirst for adventure. Together, you chase experiences, you break boundaries, and you create memories that are not just moments but entire chapters of a life well lived. This is not a love that sits quietly in the corner. It is a love that climbs mountains, travels oceans, and dares to dream of everything that exists beyond the horizon. One of the most powerful aspects of this union is freedom. Sagittarius cannot breathe in an environment of control, and Aries, though bold and passionate, also longs for a love that does not chain the spirit. Together, you respect one another's independence while still craving one another's presence. The more space you give each other, the stronger the bond becomes. It is a paradox, but it is real. By allowing freedom, the love grows even deeper. This is why the connection between Aries and Sagittarius often feels timeless, as if it carries both passion and wisdom from lifetimes before. There will be moments of recklessness, because both Aries and Sagittarius leap before they look. The fire is so alive that sometimes it can burn too quickly, causing decisions made in the heat of passion. Yet even in the face of mistakes, this bond has resilience. Both signs know how to laugh at life, how to rise again after falling, how to transform obstacles into stories worth telling. Instead of breaking under pressure, Aries and Sagittarius often grow stronger, because every challenge becomes another adventure conquered together. In this sacred pairing, Aries brings the flame of courage, and Sagittarius brings the vision of wisdom. Aries ignites the moment, while Sagittarius shows the path that leads beyond the moment into higher understanding. This is a love that expands not only the heart, but also the soul, a connection that teaches both partners to see life as a journey, not just a destination. For Aries and Sagittarius, love is not only about romance, it is about exploration, laughter, and the eternal pursuit of truth. The third sign that carries a magnetic and playful bond with Aries is Gemini. When Aries meets Gemini, it feels as if fire has discovered its perfect wind, the breeze that keeps the flame alive and dancing. There is electricity in the air from the very first conversation, a spark that grows into laughter, curiosity, and an almost childlike joy. Aries, When you connect with Gemini, you feel a rush of energy that tells you life will never be boring again. This is a connection of wit, speed, and endless movement, where passion is not just physical, but also intellectual. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the messenger of the gods, the planet of communication, thought, and ideas. This means that when Aries and Gemini come together, words become just as important as touch. Every conversation feels like an adventure, every shared idea like a secret treasure. Aries, you bring fire to Gemini's thoughts, turning curiosity into bold action. Gemini, in return, brings air to Aries' fire, giving it direction, giving it space to grow brighter without being extinguished. Together, you become a force of inspiration, capable of creating and reinventing the world around you. The beauty of this union lies in its lightness. Gemini knows how to turn even the heaviest moments into laughter, and Aries admires this ability deeply. Aries can sometimes take life as a battlefield, ready to fight for passion and truth, while Gemini brings perspective, reminding Aries that joy can be a weapon too, that playfulness can be just as powerful as strength. When these two signs dance together, they create a rhythm that feels effortless, a love that can shift from deep conversation to wild adventure in a heartbeat. Yet, this pairing also carries challenges, because fire and air can sometimes burn too quickly. Aries may grow impatient, moving faster than Gemini can process, while Gemini may scatter their energy in too many directions, leaving Aries hungry for more focus. But the very nature of this bond allows for renewal. Aries ignites passion again and again, and Gemini adapts, flows, and evolves. Rather than breaking apart, they find new ways to reconnect, new reasons to keep the fire alive. This constant renewal makes their love feel forever young, forever exciting. In this sacred connection, Aries teaches Gemini the courage to leap, to embody not only ideas, but bold action. Gemini teaches Aries that sometimes the greatest victories are found not in battle, but in laughter, in curiosity, in discovery. Together, they remind one another that life is both fire and air, passion and imagination, love and play. It is a union that does not simply survive. It thrives, glowing with energy, brilliance, and the promise that each day can bring a brand new adventure. The fourth sign that holds a profound and electrifying connection with Aries is Aquarius. When Aries meets Aquarius, it feels like fire touching lightning, a love that is not only about passion but about vision, purpose, and transformation. Aries thrives in the thrill of the present moment, while Aquarius sees far ahead, dreaming of futures that others cannot even imagine. When these two come together, it is not only romance, it is revolution, a bond that inspires both partners to rise above the ordinary and create something that leaves a mark on the world. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of awakening, sudden change, and breakthroughs. This gives Aquarius a rare gift, the ability to see beyond limits, to imagine life beyond rules, to challenge what others accept as unchangeable. Aries, with your Mars-driven fire, you carry the energy to act, to push forward with courage and strength. Together, you and Aquarius become a cosmic team. Aquarius provides the vision, the brilliant and sometimes unpredictable spark of innovation, while Aries provides the determination and force to bring that vision to life. It is a partnership of dreamer and warrior, inventor and pioneer. What makes this connection so magnetic is the sense of freedom it creates. Aquarius refuses to live in chains, and Aries will never allow their fire to be suffocated. Both need independence, yet when you stand side by side, it does not feel like distance, it feels like expansion. You grow stronger because you honor each other's individuality. You support each other without losing yourselves, and in that balance lies a rare kind of love. It is not about possession, but about liberation, It is not about control, but about empowerment. There will be challenges, because Aquarius carries a cool, intellectual approach, while Aries burns with intensity and impulse. At times, Aries may crave more passion in the moment, while Aquarius may step back to analyze and reflect. But these differences do not weaken the bond. Instead, they create a rhythm of balance. Aries teaches Aquarius the beauty of acting now, of leaping without fear, while Aquarius teaches Aries the wisdom of stepping back, of seeing the bigger picture, of building not only for today, but for tomorrow. Together, they become stronger, wiser, and more complete. The union of Aries and Aquarius is not a quiet romance. It is a story of awakening, a call to rise higher. It is the kind of love that pushes both hearts into unknown territory, only to discover that the unknown is exactly where the magic was waiting. With Aries providing fire and Aquarius offering vision, this partnership carries the potential to change not just the lives of the lovers involved, but the world around them. It is love as destiny, love as purpose, love as the spark that turns possibility into reality. The fifth sign that carries a powerful and magnetic bond with Aries is Libra. At first glance, it may seem like opposites, for Aries burns with direct fire, and Libra flows with graceful balance. But that is where the beauty lies, in the union of contrast. Aries and Libra are positioned across from each other in the Zodiac wheel, and this cosmic opposition creates attraction that feels undeniable. When Aries meets Libra, there is a sense of mirror, a feeling that each one is being shown the parts of themselves they never knew they needed. Aries, with fiery courage, meets Libra, with charm and elegance, and together they create a love that feels like a divine dance between strength and harmony. Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and unity. While Aries pushes forward with passion and determination, Libra reminds Aries of the art of slowing down, of seeing the beauty and patience, of finding balance within the storm. Aries awakens Libra's fire, showing them that passion is not to be feared, while Libra softens Aries, teaching them that love is not only a battle to be won, but also a song to be sung. This polarity creates a union that transforms both partners, for each one becomes the missing piece the other did not realize was waiting in the soul. Of course, this bond is not without challenges. Aries can feel Libra hesitates, weighing every choice, seeking fairness, while Aries wants to leap without fear. Libra can feel overwhelmed by Aries' intensity, by the force of energy that never stops. Yet within these differences lies the very fuel that keeps the connection alive. Conflict becomes balance. Passion becomes harmony. And together, they rise above what they could achieve alone. The Aries and Libra partnership is a true reflection of yin and yang, where opposites do not cancel each other but create wholeness. The sixth sign that creates a profound and transformative connection with Aries is Scorpio. This is not a light romance. This is a fire that descends into the depths of the soul. When Aries meets Scorpio, it is as if two forces of raw intensity collide, creating a love that feels magnetic, irresistible, and at times overwhelming. Aries burns with open fire, visible and bold, while Scorpio burns with hidden fire, secret and deep. Together, they create a bond that is alchemical, capable of transforming both into stronger and more awakened beings. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation and rebirth, and Mars, the same ruler that governs Aries. This shared Mars energy creates an undeniable recognition between the two, a sense that both understand the raw power of desire and will. But Scorpio brings depth to Aries' fire, guiding it inward, into the realms of shadow, healing, and truth. Aries pushes Scorpio out of the hidden depths, showing them the freedom of raw expression. In this sacred exchange, each one pulls the other into balance between light and shadow, surface and depth, impulse and transformation. Yet this union is not simple. There may be power struggles, for both Aries and Scorpio are strong-willed. Both crave intensity, and neither is willing to surrender easily. But if they choose love over pride, what is born is nothing short of miraculous. Their connection becomes a sacred crucible, a fire that melts away fear, ego, and doubt, leaving only truth, resilience, and profound passion. Aries and Scorpio together are not here for a shallow romance. They are here for transformation, for a love that tests the limits of the soul and reveals the infinite strength hidden within both hearts. When Aries unites with Libra, balance is born. When Aries unites with Scorpio, transformation is born. These final two signs in the circle of compatibility show us the full spectrum of love for Aries: love as harmony, and love as rebirth, love as reflection, and love as fire. They remind us that compatibility is not about perfection, but about growth, awakening, and becoming more of who we are meant to be. And now we arrive at the closing of this sacred journey, a moment to pause, breathe, and allow the wisdom of the stars to settle deep into your spirit. Aries, you are the warrior of light, the one chosen to ignite beginnings, the one who steps forward even when the path is unknown. Your love is not fragile, nor is it ordinary. It is a force of nature, a fire that tests, transforms, and transcends. Every connection you experience, whether with Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or Scorpio, teaches you something about yourself, about the universe, and about the eternal rhythm of love. The truth is that compatibility is never about perfection. It is about resonance. It is about how two souls, with all their differences and all their similarities, can create a melody together. Some signs mirror your courage, others balance your fire with harmony. Some challenge you to rise, while others invite you to dive deeper. Each one is a messenger sent from the cosmos, guiding you closer to the fullest expression of who you are. Aries, you are destined not for a quiet flame, but for a fire that lights the way for others, a love that carries both passion and purpose. Think about it. When you walked beside Leo, you tasted the power of fire meeting fire. With Sagittarius, you soared beyond boundaries into laughter and discovery. With Gemini, you danced in the eternal spark of playfulness and curiosity. With Aquarius, you dreamed a new world, where freedom and vision became the foundation of love. With Libra, you found your reflection, the balance to your storm, the mirror of your soul. With Scorpio, you surrendered to transformation, allowing love to take you through the shadows and into rebirth. Each bond was a gift, each connection a teacher, and each heartbreak a doorway into greater strength. So carry this truth in your heart. You are never too much. You are never too fierce. You are never too bold. The right souls are drawn to your fire, not to extinguish it, but to rise within its warmth. You are the eternal flame that inspires others to awaken. And whether your journey leads you toward harmony, adventure, passion, or transformation, know that every chapter is sacred, every union is divine, and every love is written in the tapestry of the stars. As we close this moment together, let your heart remember that you are not only living your story, you are co-creating it with the universe. The stars do not control you, but they guide you. They whisper of the energies around you, and they remind you of the infinite power within you. Walk boldly into love, Aries, for your fire is eternal, and your destiny is not only to love, but to illuminate. If this journey has touched your spirit, allow yourself to go deeper. Continue to explore, to learn, and to rise with the wisdom of the cosmos. There are more messages waiting for you, more revelations, and more truths hidden in the constellations. So stay with us, keep your soul open, and let the stars keep guiding your path. Watch the other videos on this channel, for each one carries another key, another light, another invitation for you to step closer to your highest self.